Welcome back to Mangrove Lagoon. I hope you're having a blessed day. It's been a couple weeks since I made a video. I've been needing to show off all the different corals that I've picked up lately. I'm kind of on a little lull for my buying on during Christmas, but I've gotten quite a few different ones over the past couple months that I figured it was time to show everybody. They're nothing special. Most people might think they're kind of boring, just some soft corals, but I'm going for some different ones, maybe one day to give me some color. Maybe a soft coral tank doesn't have to be necessarily boring and all drab and the same color. But anyway, I'll kind of go through all the different ones that I have. So the first one that I picked up is this orange Florida Recordia. It is still just one polyp. It has 4 different mouths. It's been looking like it was about to split for quite a while, but still just one giant polyp is not split into 2. I then have this jawbreaker over here, mushroom, orange jawbreaker mushroom. It has a few babies. It has 2 different babies. Now this one was sent to me as just kind of like a freebie when I ordered the yellow Fiji leather. The gentleman just kind of included this one as a freebie. I don't really like it, honestly. It's pretty fluorescent. The camera's not quite picking it up, but it fluoresces a lot more than the rest of the corals I ever have. The rest of them are more like kind of earthy tones. And that jawbreaker is a little bit, I know a lot of people might like it, but I'm not really big into the fluorescent. My tank isn't really bright or isn't blue, doesn't really bring out the fluorescence of a lot of them, so not really my favorite. I do have, let me come on down here. I do have this branching green star polyps that I got. I think it's going to be pretty neat when it grows on out. Should give the tank some nice color. Yes, I'm still battling green turf algae. You can see the urchins have done a pretty decent job of mowing a lot of it down. I got 2 pincushion urchins in there. They've done a decent job cleaning up a lot of the rocks, but they haven't gotten to all of it yet, and I'm gonna need something to get down into the crevices. But anyway, back to the branching green star polyp. I think that one, if you've never heard of branching green star polyps, I hadn't either. Should be pretty neat looking as soon as it grows out. So we'll see. This one right here is a pulsing or fuzzy Sinularia. I think it should be pretty cool. That view up there doesn't really do it. I should probably turn off the flow here. Give me a second. Let me shut everything on off. That way you can see them more from the top. This fuzzy pulsing Sinularia should be pretty neat, I think, as well. This one was labeled as more of a purple. I don't know if it's gonna be more pink. Should be pretty cool though. I also have this purple and green pulsing fuzzy Sinularia. It's a purple base with green polyps. So should be pretty cool. I have 3 Gorgonians. These are the Corky Sea Fingers. So I'm hoping they kind of get fat and thick growing up. Sorry. So they're all right here. I have this, it was just like a rusty Gorgonian. I think it's about to shed. That's why it's kind of looking kind of odd. Normally the polyps are out, just today it's not. I have this long polyp toadstool that I got just a couple weeks ago. It's finally starting to look like a toadstool and not just like a little ball of something on the frag plug. You can see it over here if I come to the side of the tank. Long polyp toadstool. I wouldn't call it a weeping willow. That's what they called it. It's not really like some of the weeping willows that I've seen. This is the yellow Fiji leather. Not quite the greatest color yet. Seems to be coloring up a little bit more as it goes. Kind of more almost green polyps right now. The gentleman I bought it from was on eBay. Now his is, bright yellow. I don't know if my lighting, I've heard it's pretty lighting specific on how they come on out. So we'll see whether that one changes. And then I have this Litophyton, which just closed up. It was out just a little bit ago, but it just closed up. More of a broccoli coral, I guess is the other name of it. And then I have this, they call it a green Nephthya. I don't know if it's a Nephthya actually, or if it's just a green Kenya tree. Just, I guess, it's still a pretty neat color. So those are just some of the corals I got that I've been putting in the tank recently. Obviously I'm going for soft corals with my lights that are, almost, 2.5 feet above the water line. I'm probably not able to keep a lot of corals out there, so I want it easy to keep anyway. I didn't want to do any kind of dosing. All I'm doing is water changes. I'm changing out 10% every week. I'm sure everyone knows by now, I don't have any mechanical filtration. I don't have any filter sacks. I don't have a skimmer here in my sump. I'm just relying on the nutrient export for the mangroves and then the live rock and live sand in there. I am finally starting to get some readable nitrates. When I test now, my nitrates are about 2. Woo, I know. Still no readable phosphates on there. I'm pretty sure all the green turf algae that I have is probably sucking everything out. But anyway, just wanted to update you on the corals that I've gotten. Pretty much kind of what I was going for. I wanted this kind of little kind of valley to come back here into that rock in the back with some of the corals overhanging. We'll see. Some of them should grow out and be a pretty cool color. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Remember, take a few moments throughout your day to listen to what the Lord has to say to you.